Alright, I'm going to give you an update on my garden. Haven't been a while. I have been busy on the garden. Just haven't done any videos on it. There's some cilantro, 55 gallon, 25 gallon grow bags, and already picked it several times and just keeps coming back. And here we got some limes growing from seed. Got some more limes here. And we've got some tomato plants starting to sprout back there. So that's it for that. Out here, we've got some onions growing, some beets. I already picked some beets. That's garlic coming up. More garlic and onions there. Got some more onions right here. And of course, I'll show you that from the inside of there. That's the carrots growing there. Out here we got some last year's serrano peppers. And some garlic, onions, cabbage, 5 gallon grow bags. That's some elephant garlic. More of the same. One coming up there. That's some serrano pepper growing there with the company and the pomegranate. Back over here, got some more cabbage coming up. Doing pretty good. They've always done real good down here, South Texas. Cabbage is one of the ones that does well. Carrots does too back down here. Got some more cilantro. I also already picked it and grew back. And right here we've got garlic growing. On this section, half of this raised bed is garlic coming up. Planted these about 4 days ago. And these are more onions. You can see where some of them didn't come up. And of course, this is carrots. They always do good down here. They're still a little young though. Oh, pig. Oh, you can see it down there. They're still a little small, so we got some growing to do. The last couple of years they've done real well. That's onions in this container. And here, this half this section, you can see that they're starting to come up. I put some more beets on here. They're coming up. You can see them here and there. Not bad. Here we got some more onions. Doing very well. Onions did very well the past seasons down here in South Texas. Not everything grows that well down here so far, but there's a couple of carrots that got out this morning. They're still growing, but they're very sweet at this stage. There's some more cabbage on the ground. Had some bugs started up, so sprayed them with some baking soda and Dawn laundry soap mixture. Get rid of the bugs. And these are potatoes, red potatoes growing. And more red potatoes growing. I planted these wherever the cabbage didn't come up, so. And there's some more carrots. As you can see, they're doing very well. Just don't have the problem I had last year that the rats were getting in the garden, and boy, they dug up a bunch of carrots and destroyed quite a few of them. I haven't seen any signs of rats this year. I've been fighting them all this time, and well, maybe I'm winning. I don't know. I haven't seen any in quite a while. More carrots. And it's a cilantro that came up on its own here, and I've picked that like 2-3 times already, and it's still giving out some new leaves. Carrots, and onions. And there's more red potatoes in the 5-gallon grow bucket. I think that's a 7-gallon. More red potatoes. We did have a freeze there about a week ago. Light freeze for about 4 hours. Had burned down some of the potato plants, but as you can see, they came right back up. That's that little round pepper. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it is a hot one. And there's some more potatoes, onions in there, red beets, and some onions. Here we've got parsley in the ground, and as you can see, I picked these plants like twice already, and they keep growing back. This one I picked, that one we picked also, and they got some leaves brought back up again. And this aloe vera, very good plant to have anywhere in the house, in the yard, because it's got so many medicinal properties. It just got to have it around. And here we just planted some, I believe they were onions in here. So about a day and a half ago. And here we got a couple of chili piquin, that's what it is. Chili piquin from last year, they're starting to sprout. Potatoes and cilantro, also been picked already and coming up some new leaves. Same here. And over here we've got some potatoes again, red potatoes, cilantro, and red potatoes. So there you have it. That's what my garden's doing so far this year. It's got cold weather plants in there. So didn't have to do any covering up or anything this light freeze we had, because they're made for the cold. So it didn't do any damage except for the potatoes. That killed off the top that was growing, and then brand new ones came up again. So they're doing all right. And here we got some more cabbage in 7-gallon containers. And these are moringa trees. Just cut a branch off like that, about an inch and a half thick. Stick it in the ground and it'll start sprouting. This one's been in there since last year. But in the cold season it dries out the leaves, but as you can see, it had been sprouting already. They're real good for sprouting too. Now we got some other stuff in there that haven't come up yet. Anyway, that's the status of my garden so far. Won't be long before I start picking some carrots, because they're getting pretty good. And I kind of like to pick them when they're still young, because they seem to be the sweetest. Alrighty, that's some pomegranate trees I have there, the bushes. We got 5 of them there. That's a fig tree right here, and an orange tree over there, and a couple of them lime trees, small ones back up there. Banana trees, as you can see, the frost did kill them off, so I just cut it back to where it had some green in it still. So they're coming up. This one's a grapefruit tree planted from seed. They've been there a few months. But as you see, the banana trees, we got everything off and didn't completely kill it off, so new leaves are coming up and new plants starting down there. Same with this one. Okay.